Okay, welcome to Pat and Wayne. Pat's on the guitar, Wayne's on the video camera. We're going to teach you guys the note names of your fretboard on your E and your A string so that we can do a little bit more blues exercises with you in the Gentleman's Jam. Take it away, Pat.
Alright, so first off we'll do 6-string notes. The 5th and the 6th string notes are super important. They'll help you find the roots of most chords that you're going to need to play in this situation. So let's just start with the open E, 6th string. So we got E, 1st fret F, 3rd fret G, then we can shift up and play the 5th fret A, 7th fret B, 8th fret C, 10th fret D, and then E. So practice doing this. Practice playing those notes, going up and down and saying the names as you do them as well. So E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and then E. And then do the same thing. Try it backwards. E, D, C, B, A, G, F, and then E. So now 5th string we have A. Now instead of doing 1st fret here, we jump to the 2nd fret for our B. It's a whole step. So A to B to C, which is 3rd fret. And then we have D, 5th fret, E, 7th fret, F, 8th fret, got a G on the 10th fret, and then back to A. There's your octave there. Okay? So now try the same thing. We're just going to go up the 5th string and then we'll go back down. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Once you get that down, go backwards. Go A, G, F, E, D, C, B, and then A. Okay. Now, once you've got those notes going, you can find all of the in-between notes as well. If you know them really quick, if you know that, okay, I need to find a C, and it's boom, here, 8th fret, and somebody asks you to play a C sharp, you can just find that C and then bump it up a half step. And there's your C sharp. Okay. Same thing, let's say somebody asks you to play a D on the 5th string, or they want you to play a D sharp. So you'd find the D, which would be 5th fret, 5th string, and then you can bump it up and get the D sharp there. Alright, so now finding 7th chords with the root on the 6th string. Okay, and this is going to be, this is how we're going to find that tritone chord that we've been playing in the blues jams lately. But the trick is finding out where exactly to put that thing. So one easy way to do it is to find your root note on the 6th string. In this case we're going to do A. Okay, hop over 2 strings. So hop from 6 to 5 to 4. Okay, and then put your other finger down, go up 1 fret and over 1 string. So where I landed was 5th fret, 4th string with my 1st finger, 6th fret, 3rd string. Okay, I found my root, the A chord, hopped over 2 strings, now I'm on a 4, and then all I have to do is go up 1 fret, over 1 string. That's what I have. Now, in the big picture of this is you can actually play all these notes together and you get an even more full chord sound. That's something we're going to work toward further down the road. For now, we just want to find the good notes and find them fast. Okay, so that's where those two come from.
And if we're doing a little bit of 12 bars, you'd actually play that dyad, those 2 notes that Pat just played, and that's what we're going to call your 1 chord or your 1st chord. And then a few measures later, we usually go to a 4 chord, and that's that same shape down a half step, 1 fret, and then we usually go back to the 1 chord. And then later on in the blues, you're going to go up to the 5 chord, 1 half step, 1 fret higher. And then you're going to cross down 2 frets, or a whole step some people call it. Go back to your 4 chord shape, and then you're going to come right back to your home chord. Oops. Okay, so if we put it in a little blues thing, it sounds like this. A 1, 2, an A chord, go. Then the 4 chord, D. Stay there. Back to the A chord, home chord. Then the 5 chord. Then a 4. Then back to the home chord, 1 chord. And then we'll just pause. And this is really easy, so let's transpose Pat up to the key of C. So on the same 6th string, find your C note. Okay.
There's the C. Hop over 2 strings, 1, 2, and then go over 1 string, up 1 fret. You have your dyad right there.
Okay. And then here's the same blues pattern. 1, 2, and C, go. Stay there. Then the 4 chord. Stay there. Then back to the 1 chord, the home chord, C. Then the 5 chord. Down to 4. Back to the 1. Okay. So that's basically how you find all your chords off of the 6th string. Pat, how could we do it off the 5th string?
5th string, we'll do the same key that we just did. We're going to play the C, but instead of a root on the 6th string, 8th fret, we're going to jump it down and get the exact same note on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, 5th string. Okay, they're both the same note. Alright. So now what we can do, we can use the same kind of process. We're going to jump over 2 strings, so we're going to go from 5th string over the 4th string, land on the 3rd, and then you can make basically a power chord shape there. Okay, you have 1 fret in between now, and then play those 2 notes. These 2 notes, they're the same as when you do it up here, and you jump over. Of course, the notes are right next to each other up here because we have the tuning difference between the G and the B string. Okay.
So those are the exact same 2 notes too.
Exactly.
It's a B flat up to an E, and slide down 6 frets, and you have another B flat and an E.
Right. So again, find your root on the 5th string, whatever that may be. Hop over 1, 2 strings, and now make a power chord shape. And there you go.
Okay, so we'll play it in C again. 2, 3, 4. C again. Then the F, or the 4 chord. F again. Back to the C. The 1 chord, or the home chord. Up to the 5 chord. Down to the 4 chord. And then back to the 1. And for the fun of it, we'll transpose up to E, how about?
Gotta know those notes, find that E there. 5th string, 7th fret. Okay? Again, hop over, 1, 2, make your power chord.
Okay, here's E blues. 2, 3, 4. A, of the 4 chord. Back to the 1 chord. 5 chord. Then down to the 4. Okay. So there's your easy little dyad shapes. Just practice these in different places. I'd even recommend, can you take one finger, like your index finger, and when Pat gave you running up the string and knowing the note names, can you, without even looking, play me an E on your E string, for instance, and then find a 1st fret F. No looking, think, where's the G at? 3rd fret. Okay, up to an A. Can you start thinking how far the distance is between the notes and start playing around with it mathematically and know it in your mind? And see your fretboard, or break out a fret sheet and practice it on a fret sheet so you really know all of your alphabet letters, so you can find a D flat chord or a D sharp chord fast, 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 so you can find a D7, a D sharp 7, a D flat 7 anywhere. Okay? And whenever you find the chord off of the 6th string, these little dyad shapes that he did, you'll notice the 2 notes. Pat, if again you play that, maybe a G7, how about? Okay, notice those 2 notes are side by side when you find the note off of the 6th string, and then right above that there's a C7 shape, but the shape changes a little bit. Okay, so it's instead of 1 fret apart, it's 2 frets apart, depending upon whether you were looking at the tonic being on the 6th string, the low E, okay, or it being on the A string. Okay, the fifth string. Okay, so practice around with that. Good thing for you to know. Have fun.